Hello, and welcome back to Shenanigans, where everybody is unmuted this time. And Chucky,
For
God,
now.
you know what? We're just gonna get rid of Chucky's cam on stream for a moment.
Oh.
Right? That's your punishment for doing that, man. Just no
No.
cam.
Was
That was that
I just-
poppy, scary, facey thingy.
I cannot not do it. It's just so. It's
You
really
can't do
so
it
awesome.
now.
I think I understand that. We used to have, for the kids, there was this really annoying laser gun that made this really annoying laser sound.
So
And
basically,
once you took the gun, you couldn't stop from like shooting it all the time. It was only super annoying if somebody else did it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
It's only fun because it's annoying, you know.
Let's save Morton Bigsby's life.
Yeah, let's come back to saving Morton Bixby's life.
We're down in the holes.
I'm supposed to be saving your lives, and here I am, the only one taking damage in combat.
Jill, Rylene, and Squirrely. Well, actually, it's Jill and Rylene, followed by Squirrely a little bit later. You pop out and see this. You see this woman, this female kobold, wearing like a short animal hide skirt, leaning over this guy, this friar, kind of like just bent partway over, head facing towards you, looking at him.
What is she doing?
Tell me when
She's
I'm
like
out.
looking at him.
You just looking at him?
She's just looking at him.
I mean, he's a fat man.
What happened to the other two kobolds?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I get it.
All right.
find out.
I don't know any of this actually. I'm not even there.
Not even there.
I'm going to sneak up, sneaky.
Okay, so you start
and
sneaking up.
observe more. If she's, I'm
And
going to have my
Squirrely pops
my
up behind you.
out, and if she looks like she's actually going to try to finish off the friar, then I'll shoot. But for now, I've got the short bow is down. I'm not going to look threatening yet.
Squirrely, you've popped out. What are you doing?
I mean, she's bending over my apparently unconscious comrade. I'm going to assume she made him that way.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm going to shoot her.
All right, so you
Did you
pop
get it?
out, bow drawn, take a shot, roll to hit.
I believe I have +1 to ranged weapons. Yes, I do.
10 is a hit. Why do you get... Oh, for high dex, right?
High dex, yeah.
Yeah. 10 is a hit.
That's a D8.
The arrow goes right through her, and she collapses to the ground.
Excellent.
Nice.
Just as planned.
I thought you wanted to protect with the wild.
I looked over. It's like
Kobolds hurt the wild. Have you seen the damage that kobolds do to their habitats?
Then why did you
the
just
damage that bears
burn
do
it?
to their habitats.
Yeah.
Rylene, you pop out about now, and you see Jill on the ground, crouched with her short bow. You see Squirrely like walking over, longbow in hand, to this dead kobold that's like lying on top of unconscious.
For a second there, I got excited because we have a paladin this week, and I should have another healer in the party, but we don't.
No.
All right,
Have
so
a-
I'm
you have
going to rush
No,
forward,
yes.
keeping an eye out for other people, and check, is the kobold just like flat out dead? Is there a weak pulse?
There is a
Get it
very weak
stabilized.
pulse. It's barely there.
All right, I try to stabilize it, and I say things like, "You've never given up on anything in your life. Don't give up on me now."
Give me an intelligence check, and I'll give you a +1 for dramatic effect.
I love that you care more about.
I'm gonna move next to
Weapons
one
online.
of our guys. What is this? And just have my shield up, looking around with my trident, making sure
So,
that there's nobody else.
Is there no benefit to having a healing proficiency when trying to stabilize dying people?
I don't think you need a healing proficiency to stabilize dying people.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Is having a healing gives you no benefit?
No, like having a healing proficiency, you can just stabilize it. Without a healing proficiency, you need to make an intelligence check.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
So I got a 26.
That's pass. I'll check while I'm unconscious.
Okay,
It'll be a day before I'm awake.
All right,
thanks.
and then I'll look over at the friar, and I got. The friar seems to be unconscious, and I kind of like move around the javelin. Like
You stabilize the kobold before you check me.
well, you're
I could have
either
been bleeding.
not at this point.
How would you know that?
So I'm like, I think he got sick and passed out.
I have a javelin sticking out of my belly.
Yeah. There's a giant wound.
This is a medical
That's
mystery.
the flesh wound.
Millions correct.
The infection might have come from this javelin. He might have got.
Sorry, I got distracted by a thing that happened on stream. The 26, you patch him, no problem. You rip out the javelin, you bind the flesh, or her, and she's all patched up, good to go. Friar Morton Bixby can be patched up as well with that 26, and you're all good to go.
All right.
What would he need to patch on me? There's absolutely no
Can I
benefit.
retrieve my arrow?
50-50 chance. Evens, you can retrieve it. Odds, you can't. Roll. Nope.
Nope.
All right, I lose an arrow. Whatever.
Shields up, weapons
Oh
online.
my god, where is that noise coming from?
What is
I'm
it?
getting...
I can't hear
Oh!
anything.
No, I don't know. I'm getting this...
This subscription sounds.
Yes, but I don't know. Where's it coming from?
I'll also I'll take the body of the kobold, the living kobold, and then tie him to a tree.
There's probably a small fire underneath
You
the
need to
beehive.
Find out what's going on here.
This is probably okay. I look at the kobold and I look at Jill and I say, we find out what's going on.
Oh, did we lose Chucky?
No.
You lost me.
No,
back.
Chucky, can you say it again?
Say, I look at Jill and I say, we find out what's going on, and then I put her on the fire.
She's
We're
unconscious.
not
She's not
putting
going to
the
tell
fire
us
in the fire.
anything.
When we wake her up,
It's going to take her a day to wake up.
I just lift
Does
her
it
and start
really?
going for the fire. Then
Yeah, it takes a day to wake up when you're at 0. Or
I start going towards the fire with her body. Exactly.
No. There's got to be another way to do this.
Maybe if you cast sleep on someone who's already unconscious, it wakes them up.
That's true. They can be woken up by being shaken at that point.
It's like a double negative.
Are you just gonna be?
It specifically says that when you can be woken from sleep by being shaken. So therefore, that's an excellent plan.
Yes, I think it is, and the Shenanigans well of what you can do with Dungeons and Dragons, and I think by the connection we can make with the name of the show, we can do this, right, Neil? Right? Very cool.
I've only got one sleep spell though, so I was kind of saving
All
that.
right. I actually do look around for other
Since it is the
kobolds.
wee wind.
Before I settle down into total nonsense, I look around for some other kobolds.
I know. I'm going to try this. I will give
I don't see
each
any
of
other
them,
kobolds.
both the kobold and the friar, a sip of the best milk in the region.
I've been drinking that all day.
I think the friar is going to wake up for that. I'm pretty sure he's going to.
I am at 0, so I probably will.
Wait,
I could regain semi-consciousness.
Give me a resurrection survival, Ryan.
There's a fire. There's a fire under the beehive,
If I
right?
fail, do I die?
Give me resurrection survival.
You know how unhealthy I am. The lifestyle choices I've made.
What is your resurrection?
I fail. My resurrection survival is 45%.
Okay. He doesn't wake up.
He dies.
No, nothing happens. If you had passed it, I was going to say you pop back to consciousness.
Did you start the fire? You started the fire,
Wait,
right?
does the
I started
kobold,
a small fire and then
does
got
the
distracted
kobold
by
wake up,
a
Neil?
I
No.
start cooking some bacon on that fire under the beehive.
same
Where
standard.
did you get bacon?
I have bacon on my character sheet. Okay.
Do you have a pan?
That is not sanitary. You've just been carrying it around in your backpack for the last 2 weeks.
Bacon is preserved. It's cured and salted. It's fine.
That-
That's why you cure and salt meat, so you don't have to refrigerate it.
You don't have to refrigerate bacon?
No, it's not.
Not if it's correctly preserved. Cured and
So I see that nothing's gonna happen with this kobold. After she doesn't wake up, I'll put her on the fire.
Okay.
I start making some bacon.
Again, another.
Your
Find out
bacon
what's
is
going
tainted
on.
with kobold scent.
It's already on the fire. I
No,
start
we
doing
need
that.
to find out what's
Once down
going
on
on.
the fire.
We've
The friar can
gotta
tell us.
interrogate a kobold before you guys burn it.
I mean, you haven't stopped for Eileen. She tossed that body on the fire.
Not body, living kobold that must count as more for the fire elementals than a dead one.
Until
For the record, the fire is probably nothing more than small embers at this point.
Oh, I built that shit. I built that shit up. I need a big fire for my bacon.
Okay, well, I think Marlene just sort of put it out by tossing a kobold on top of the coals.
Yeah, I go
Well,
to
that's
Riley
not-
and
that's not
say,
the
until
way.
you get a speak with dead spell, you're not allowed to burn our prisoners.
Okay, we're gonna talk to it, then I'm gonna burn it. And we plop again, tie to a tree.
That kobold will be awake even after I am.
The kobold is at -3. It will take days to wake up. So let's flip back down to Chet and Slade, because they have
Sure.
walked in on, well, it's a very blubberous kobold who seems to just kind of be like overfilling his sides, getting fellatio from a small orc.
Oh,
Yeah, it's really,
why?
really disturbing. It's the sort of thing that makes you want to gouge your eyes out.
Like,
I just
wait.
I
Does the orc
I-
still have tusks?
describing that.
Does the orc still have tusks?
You do not see. Well, no, there's no tusks.
Someone. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It's a little better.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, so that's what you guys do exactly. You open the door, and it's like, oh.
Try to slowly close the
Why?
And as you have that reaction, the two just completely disappear, and out comes charging straight at you, spear in hand, an orc, and he makes a surprise attack against Chet with a cleverly
Do it.
used illusion to distract him.
Wait, they just magically disappear? What?
It was clearly an illusion.
It was an
That is like one of the best ambushes ever.
Yeah, right. If you see that, you're gonna be like, and then.
I'm going to use that in every campaign where I've got an illusionist.
You walk into the store.
Chet, what is your armor class?
Armor class should be 16.
Okay, so this orc
me
comes,
verify.
charges into you, slams his spear straight into your, I want to say chainmail. I'm not really sure though.
Studded leather.
Studded, like straight into your studded leather, and the spear buckles in his hand, and the arrow tip or the head of the spear just kind of like flops down on the ground, and the orc comes stumbling up to you like, oh shit, my weapon just broke. Coming out from behind him is a separate orc. This one, instead of being draped in studded armor and kind of like horns in places and animal bones hanging off of him, has
Goddamn shaman.
long flowing brown burlap robes. And he raises a gnarled finger at you and points. And I need
But,
you to...
remember, there is a very big rolling fire just very close to them.
I'm aware.
Yeah, they're all getting smoked out. They're about to die of
I'm aware what's
asphyxiation.
going on.
Yeah, you're all asphyxiating.
Just like that illusionary orc.
You're all gonna.
There is plenty of room. There's also a whole the other like there's the yeah.
All right. He points his kind of gnarled, thin finger at you, and a bolt of light streaks out towards you, striking you in your chest for 2 points of damage, Chet.
Ooh. All right, I have 3 hit points left.
Give me initiative, both you and Slade.
Aw, we don't get a return.
You guys are surprised as fuck.
All right. So I still have that jar of oil, that clay jar of oil in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
What would be my initiative there?
To throw that?
Yeah.
To light it and throw it?
Light it off of Chet's torch and then chuck it at one of them.
Well, you're also holding the lantern. So
I'm holding the lantern? I thought you were.
You're holding a lantern,
I got a
and
sword and axe.
Oh, okay. So I'm already like this.
The lantern was hooded like you.
No,
Yeah.
I said it was unhooded. Just like me.
anyway, you light the thing, no problem. Toss it. It would be a D10 plus 3 for initiative.
All right. Yeah.
10. Okay. The orc with the broken spear goes first. He pulls out from his back a large Bowie knife and lashes wildly at Chet, kind of in fear and terror.
Damn straight.
And the Bowie knife slashes against your shield for 0 points of damage, followed by a Slade.
All right. So I take the jar of oil with the napkin that I got from Shenanigans, it's tucked into it, and I light it with the lantern I have, and I chuck it at the dude in the robes, and I say, "Bring the noise!"
Roll to hit. D20
I think
plus...
you should get a +1 for being an official Shenanigans napkin.
Okay, done. Give me a D20
Really?
plus...
So I got +3 then.
Do you have +2 missile adjust?
Yes, I have 17 decks.
All right. D20 plus 3.
Oh,
Give me a saving throw versus death. Give me a D20. 12. Okay. It crashes into the wall above Chet and rains burning oil down. Fortunately,
Right.
Chet manages to scoot inside the doorway, but there is now a blanket of liquid fire raining down between you and Chet. Chet, it's your turn.
So this orc is literally right in front of me, and the other orc is how far behind him?
Like 5 feet. You could easily reach him if you just like took a step to your side.
I was thinking about attempting to push through the orc in front of me and just into the other one.
Do it. You want to give me a strength check to knock him over, and then an attack with a penalty for that, because you shouldn't be able to be a push with your offhand and then be a dual wielding thing. So give me
Field to push the guy.
Yeah. So give me a roll to hit with your shield arm. So that's gonna be like a D20 -4 because it's your offhand, but you only need to hit his base armor class.
So D20 -4?
Yeah.
Ooh, nope.
So you go to bash into him, and he, he holds fast and ducks underneath the blow and doesn't quite move out of the way. You still have your primary attack, which you can use on him or on someone else if you want.
Well, that dude has proved pretty fucking harmless so far, even though he's in my grill. The other dude shot me in the chest, and I don't like that. So I'm swinging at him.
So you step to the side. Give me an attack roll. A D20 -2, because it's your main hand when you're dual wielding.
Okay.
No. Oh, no. Yep. You swing wildly over his head, just like...
It's happening.
And then they go. The one in the back with that shot the missile at you, the dart.
Yep.
He puts his hands in kind of a triangle shape and murmurs some strange words as liquid flame juts out at you. Give me a saving throw versus spell.
What is that roll?
D20, and you want like a 17 or something.
There we go.
Boom.
Nice.
You take
Chet
half
fucking
damage from 3, so you take 1 point of damage as the fires engulf your armor and shield.
Nice.
that looks
And-
badass.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Give me initiative rolls, guys. Oh, I know what's missing.
7.
1 second, sorry. I had it on the wrong page.
I feel like Justin hasn't been drinking for a very long time. I feel like we want to include 1 in the reasons for Justin.
No,
to
I
drink as
think
well.
3 shots in 2.5 hours is plenty.
What?
Okay.
I mean,
Let's go.
of course he can do more if he wants, but I'm not
It's
trying.
not my fault you guys aren't rolling 20s, right?
Seriously.
That's
3
all
shots
I'm
before noon on a Sunday is plenty.
Yeah.
Not for San Francisco.
Okay.
doing. I didn't eat breakfast, so it's been on an empty stomach.
Yeah, you
Okay,
are
maybe.
first.
I still have that healing potion, the one that I got from Prison Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out if it's a good time to drink it or not. It's only worth. How much does that heal?
Probably 2d4, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it'd probably be a waste. I'm gonna gamble it. So I'm gonna swing at Magic Orc again.
All right. Give me a normal attack roll, D20. D20 plus
D20
1,
plus
right?
axe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So D20 plus 1,
Yeah.
18.
Nice.
18 is a hit. You slash into the orc.
Okay. And that's. I can keep forgetting what my axe is.
D8 plus 2, I believe.
Yeah, D8 plus 2. I'm sorry, I have a bunch of windows open. All right. Heal this bitch. 6. Yeah.
You run your sword through his chest, and he collapses off the back of it to the ground. We dropped him out of the initiative order, and Slade, you are next.
I'm going for the dude that's. Does he have his back to me? Because
No, well, you are on the other side of like a wall of, like a rain of fire right now.
It's gonna look so badass when you.
I know it's gonna be so badass. I'm gonna jump through the firewall.
Okay. He's got his side to you, and he's not paying attention to you at all. He's looking at Chet. So I'll give you surprise on it.
So that's
Give me a normal attack roll at +4.
+4. All right.
Well, because he's surprised.
22, motherfucker.
You don't no single crit him. If you
Yeah.
can find another +1 in there, it's a double crit, but I can't think of it.
Badassery for jumping through a wall of fire.
Pretty solid.
I don't know, Rob. How do you feel about that?
And I tumbled too because I was tumbling.
I think that
Give me-
sounds pretty
Special.
badass.
Okay, give me a tumbling check for a special badassery, and I'll give you the +1.
All right. Tumbling is plus dex, right?
Yeah, but if you fail hard enough, you're gonna like tumble just into the wall and lose your entire attack. That's how you get the +1. You gotta gamble.
Let's do this.
Boom! You do a roll through the fire, come out the other side, double crit the orc. Roll me triple damage.
Yeah. That is roll. Ah,
You run him through,
nice.
and he collapses to the ground as well.
I feel like we can high five while the orc is falling to the ground. That seems
Yes.
good to me.
My blade is like coming out of him, and we're like, cha.
We're both steaming from the fire.
And I have to jump up.
And I got covered in. Okay.
Oh,
There
sweet.
All right, you guys are in this room by yourselves, looking around. The bed it has also vanished at this point, and the room seems to be pretty much empty. There's a couple of barrels next to you that you look over in, and they have water. It has collected from dripping through the ceiling.
Oh,
fuck was that?
I don't know, but let's never speak of it.
This never happened.
Yeah, the cool parts happen, not the hallucination part.
You guys start to see
they
smoke
don't even
pouring
know.
in from behind you, and the room is getting a little bit choky.
I'm gonna go towards the barrel of water because I mean we got to extinguish, or at least attempt to extinguish the oil fire mixture.
Yeah, does that work on oil fire? I don't remember.
We're gonna
Science. You guys are all talking science.
Probably shouldn't find out. Yeah.
So yeah, there's the barrels of oil. If I didn't mention earlier, there is also another door exiting from this room.
I want to see them pour water on the oil fire.
I'd rather not.
Ryan would love it. Let's. So we should have time for a quick check on orcs for shit, right? Like I'm gonna loot.
Yeah,
common man.
I'm all for looting.
Let's do this shit.
Okay, one of
You take the one you killed, and I'll take the one I killed, and that seems fair.
All right, I'll check the warrior orc.
All right. You take the warrior orc. He's got a bag with 6 copper in it, and he has his big badass Bowie knife. That looks like it's probably worth at least a little bit. Mostly as like an orc war relic, not as an actual practical weapon. It'd be a trophy.
I'll take it then.
And Chet, you search this guy, and you come up with a book written in Orcish, and a bag that has 10 gold coins in it.
Damn, straight. Okay.
You also come up with a whole bunch of really weird bags on them. Like one of them's got some bat shit in it, another's got like spider webs. It's like weird stuff.
Chet takes things. He's just gonna take it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Write down spell components on your character.
Write down, yeah. Oh.
Okay. Well, we kind of can't go back the way we came. What do you think, Slade? Should we try to get out of here, or?
Yeah, this place is catching on fire pretty bad for a cave.
Yeah. We should probably go find the others. We should go back.
Hold on.
The smoke is getting pretty heavy now. You guys are just going to start having breathing troubles in a moment.
Smoke gets in your eyes.
Right. As it's getting worse, I drag the lighter orc, whichever one would seem lighter, into the fire. So that way, I'd be like, hey, paladin gods, this shit's for my homie Rylene.
You're not going to be able to breathe. If you run into that smoke, you're going to have to hold your breath.
Ah, damn it. Well, I put the orc on the fire anyway, like, don't say that, but I think it.
All right, so you're going to run through the smoke, try and find your way out, carrying the orc with you.
No, I
Smoke
want
rises.
to put the orc in the fire that I
It's
made.
short.
Yeah, but all the smoke is coming from the fire that you made.
The grease
underground.
fire lasts only 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's 20 minutes.
What? No,
No,
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's already out.
A turn is 10 minutes. A round is 1 minute. because that was a good idea in the 80s.
80s were
A
awesome.
turn is 10 rounds.
And we don't really have a big issue then. It's a bonfire.
Yeah.
It's still the greatest idea.
So you grab the lighter of the two orcs. It's the old frail one, and the two of you run headfirst into the smoke, holding your breath, padding your way along the wall. You're D&D heroes. You can easily hold your breath for a couple of minutes, and you toss the orc corpse on the fire as you go out. And eventually, you encounter the rest of the party outside, hanging out.
So Neil, there must be a bonus for a friend doing this, like somebody that's not even trying. I was so convincing that somebody else did it for me.
I don't even think it counts, Chucky, but good try.
I think that's
respect for the fire gods.
I actually say that's a pretty good argument. I would say to counter that, though, you are offering up like the weakest, most puny offerings
He's a
possible.
second level spellcaster.
It's like
No.
casting
You're
orc.
bringing him someone who's already dying. Like,
Oh.
that's not a bit. If you were to bring him like a live spellcaster who's like, in the prime of their life, the more
Morton doesn't count. Morton does not count.
the more alive and
That burns, baby.
energetic the creature is, the more
I have-
valuable the
I have 4
sacrifice.
con and diabetes. I am already happy.
I go get score amongst scores and
Yeah. A half-dead kobold's not very much, but like a bull in the prime of its life, or
not my
maybe
not
some
my
small
friends,
children,
but it will be somebody like that.
or someone's favorite pet elven cat might be worth a lot.
Or
Wow. If I do that shit, I better get leveled 2 or 3 times. Just because of killing that creature would be just enough XP to level me up.
If I recall, I think an elven cat's about 650 experience points.
And you need like
For a
2,000.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a
Second
reason.
edition is brutal when it comes to leveling if you do it by the book.
Well, I mean, the book basically says, here's combat experience, and then the DM makes up everything else and
Yeah.
gives other experience.
Make everything up. Oh well. Anyway, I think we're outside. I was tying the kobold to a tree. I think Jill was giving everybody milk, and I think that's it. And Squirrel McSquirrel was making bacon.
Yeah.
And Squirrel, you're muted.
Bacon. Like we
You're
like that.
I smell the bacon. Do I smell the bacon? Because I want bacon.
I don't think
Here,
he's
yeah.
I think I'm back.
basically making
Yep.
his
Wanna
fire
buy
bigger.
I'm making some bacon.
Hello?
Okay, you are
Alright,
making
so
the bacon.
Once
Really?
I got cut off.
I like wave it under Friar's nose as like a smelling salt.
All right,
That could
Friar
be the
Morton
trick.
Bixby, give me another resurrection survival.
Oh, God.
Hey, there you guys go.
Hi.
I got cut off for like.
No.
What's
I
your
refuse
chance?
to believe. I refuse.
45. A normal man would have woken up, but
I refuse to believe a man this fat does not wake up for bacon.
Well,
you see me groaning with delight in my unconsciousness, but
Yeah.
I think that the bacon fumes clog my arteries even more than they are.
Well, I eat the bacon and like chew thoughtfully. Like, I was sure that would work.
well, come up with something else. Everyone is now out chatting. What do you guys want to do?
Bigsby, you can heal, right?
I probably lost all my spells.
Shit.
Fuck it. You went to 0. You can retain your spells.
Okay, so we just need to get you conscious.
Goddamn time I go out with you guys, I end up having to give a healing potion to Morton fucking Bigsby.
Well, I
I'm
have.
gonna do that. Like
You do
I'm
it?
gonna open his mouth and pour my last precious healing.
You could. Well, I'm not alive to give you advice.
Wait, I've got one more. I've got one more.
I think you could try getting just a drop of it.
We've got one more try. We've tried the milk. We've tried the bacon.
Those are my favorite things. I don't know what else could work.
Well, no, there's one more. There's one more here. So I have the whole impromptu disguise thing and all this disguise skill. So I figure that should include altering my voice. So I'm gonna go over near the friar and in like the highest pitched, like small child voice I can. I'm like, I'm here to clean the altar pieces, but there's no one around. I don't want to go home because my parents won't be back for hours. Anything?
No, it does nothing. It's nothing. No resurrection survival.
Good to know that Friar Bigsby is not a pervert in his own.
I think he doesn't raise up, but something else raises up.
No, the only thing Bigsby has sexual feelings for is bacon and milk.
Yeah, that's.
So you got what for bacon
That
and
should
milk
not-
is where you get your feelings?
Yes.
Oh.
There's more to Clerks than I ever want to know.
I've lied so much that people don't believe me when I tell them things.
That should not be funny.
That should not be funny.
Oh.
So what are you guys doing?
I think if you give, doesn't it say somewhere like if you give someone a drop of a healing potion, it heals them 1 point?
There are
If you
some
give them,
kinds.
like, a little taste of it.
There are some kinds of healing potions you can ration out. If this is just like a minor healing potion, I don't know. I mean,
I don't remember it being specified, unfortunately.
Oh my god. Well, have the bees been driven away from this hive yet by the smoke?
I sort of got distracted before I really set that up properly.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
already.
but I built up the fire to make this bacon.
That's
I'm still
true.
right into the hive. So have the bees been driven away by the smoke now?
They have been.
I harvest that honey.
Okay, it takes like half an hour and you have to sit on Chet's shoulders.
It's fine.
All right, it's done.
Honey's expensive.
Yeah, you now have a beehive. You've cracked it up and you've got all this honeycomb. And you can squeeze it out if you want.
And while he's doing that, I guess I'll take the opportunity to look for an appropriate stick.
I'm going to mention this book that I found down there. And, I can read and everything, but if someone else wants to take it, they can.
Oh, nice.
Tell you what, Chet, I'll read that book if I can stand on your shoulders.
That sounds great, man. You know what? I'll just wait. I'll just hold on to it.
All right, you get the honey. You get the book.
I already read it.
The book is in
And
Orcish.
he doesn't get the. They're not. They said no deal.
Oh,
Chet is not
shit.
a stepladder.
Oh, I just
No.
assumed.
No, you can use me. That's
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
I
okay.
misunderstood.
All right. Well, I read
Okay.
common. I read common, cobalt, and dryad. Can't read orcish.
This is
Or,
Orcish.
right over here.
I have a 5% chance of reading languages, right?
You have a 5%
I
chance to read
Orc. I have a
5% of the
100%
language.
chance of reading Orc because I read Orc.
Wait, no, I'm reading this book first. Screw you. Okay, I failed to read
No.
the book. It's fine. I'm pretty sure this book is in nonsense language. Hey,
I speak nonsense.
hey, Jill. Hey, Jill, you're a woman. You speak nonsense.
Oh.
Oh, man. We are just making the worst of the worst tonight.
And here, that disrespect on Martha's Day.
On Mother-
that should
oh my
potentially
God.
wake him up. I'm just saying.
Oh, we're all going to.
I hand the book to Jill. I'm like, can you read this?
Like, yeah, but you're going to start a not all misogynist hashtag on Twitter right now.
That's fine. That's fine. Twitter's just what the birds say. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I'll tweet to a birdie.
I suddenly just realized why their logo is that little bird. Wow.
Wow.
So, legitimate question,
You're
though.
still trying to figure out Central Perk, aren't you?
Legitimate question. The blatant hatred towards women, doesn't that have a chance to arouse Morton Bigsby's
I
eye?
am a ye old feminist.
He's
Yeah.
he's unconscious. It doesn't even matter.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
I think it's
no.
another resurrection.
the resurrection
No,
check.
the honey. Give him the honey, okay, guys?
Resurrected on Mother's Day.
Guys, just give him the honey. Give him another resurrection survival that way. We don't.
And give Rob the spell.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'll try like dribbling some honey on his lips and I'll rub it around.
Wait, that's not why you got the honey?
No,
No,
he
I
just
just
wanted
wanted to
honey.
sell it because honey's expensive
What?
in medieval times.
Morton, give me another resurrection survival.
Oh, just barely. 35.
Morton,
So,
lick
so you wake up with my finger like in your mouth and
I start sucking it sexually until I realize that it's a finger and not just a honey spoon. Kobolds! I sit up with a start. There's kobolds! I've got them trapped.
Bigsby.
How'd you guys get up here?
No balls, there was only one.
Bigsby, can you wake up this
Three,
one so we
there's
can
three.
talk to it?
Is that one on fire?
I started like going around with my trident like this free. Will I be?
Well, but that means there's 2 more because there's only 1 kobold here.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if I see anything.
I can tell you what there isn't. 2 live orcs down there, right, Slade? High five.
19 does a fail. You see nothing, Rylene.
Ooh.
Don't see anything.
Eileen.
It's one of those like, I'll look around. No, there's nothing, guys. I don't see it.
So I'm still at 0 HP. I'm in bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a while to recover and feeling too lazy.
Position heal thyself.
Yeah. So Neil, you said I have all my spells still?
Yes.
Heals for everyone. Martha, your forces have taken a great beating today.
Heal the kobold for me, please.
What? That vile creation of Verasi?
Well, we're gonna find out what it knows.
All right, Martha, steady thy hand so that I can heal these others. And I start with an orison on myself to get myself at least at 1.
Boom.
And
1.
stand to my feet.
You taught yourself to stand at 1.
There were orcs. Did anyone suffer wounds in that great battle?
I got scuffed up a little bit, but Chet's okay. Chet can take worse.
No. Chef, you were wounded?
Don't even.
I rushed to his side and put a hand on his chest.
I remember the things that I've seen.
What did Chet's wounds look like?
Pretty grievous.
He got hit with magic lights in the chest.
How much damage?
I've taken 3 damage total because I think there was. Sorry, I've taken 3 damage total.
Oh, Chet,
you're
wounded. Oh, let me tend to this. And I start pulling up bandages and uttering prayers to Martha. And you feel like this is taking a lot longer than it needs to be. I spend 3 rounds slowly delivering you orisons. Like, I feel like the last time you healed me, it was just 1 spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I use the last of my orisons to heal Chet for 3.
Okay. Good.
Great.
Justin, you're muted again. I read that one though.
Justin, you're muted. Justin.
Rob, read that book. You're about to get some spells.
Yeah, let's take a look at the orc book.
All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So while they're healing him, since he said there were multiple kobolds, I will look for tracks, which I believe is really good. Is that a survival check or is it like a track?
There, you can't track because you're not a ranger.
Right.
You can it's probably a wisdom at like -8 or something crazy.
Whatever, it's fine.
I can try and
Go
track
for
that
it.
down. Try and track that down.
I think it's -6 for non-rangers.
All right, well, that's not going to work.
So, Rob, you get the book. You open it up, and it seems to be
-6.
an orc's spell book, written in Orcish. If you can read Orcish, you can decipher and learn his spells.
Which I can. That's one of my languages.
Boom, done.
I try to decipher and learn spells. What are they?
His spells consist of magic missile, burning hands, what do you call it? What's the phantasmal force?
Yeah, fantastic. And web.
No web. That's a 3rd level spell.
Why did he have those?
2nd level spell.
Why did he have those spider webs?
He had the back one. I had the bat shit. So there must be
Bat shit
fireball in there.
That shit is burning hands.
Sure, I thought it was for fireball.
It's also for fireball. They both require some bat guano or some sulfur. Good job,
I think
guys.
tracking is probably -11 for non-proficient. So that even if you have a tracking proficiency, non-rangers get -6, is what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it normally -6 to perception?
No, normally it's wisdom, but it says characters who are under the tracking proficiency. It says characters who are not rangers roll a proficiency check with a -6 proficiency or -6 penalty to their ability scores.
Okay, yeah.
Rangers
So if you're
are not
unproficient, it would be like -11. It would be impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What were you trying to track again, Justin?
The other kobolds.
Right.
Because you said there were more than one.
Yes. God, if only there was one alive who could tell you where they were. No, there's nowhere to track them.
There is one alive.
This foul beast is not worthy of Martha's blessing.
He's not
I go
conscious.
and
though.
I hit it with
No,
my
stop
stick.
that.
Can I just burn it then?
No, you're not burning it.
It looks like you tried. What are those singe marks?
I tried.
Ooh. You're not a very good fire starter.
Slade,
Slade, do you have my
I
lantern?
look at him right now as if he just insulted my whole family.
Slade, do you have my lantern?
Yeah, here, take it.
Great. All right. And I'm how many hours were they down there? Probably not even one.
No, like half hour total.
I'm not even going to bother deleting lamp. Oh, half, because I think
6 hours
lamp-
for lamp. Well, don't delete anything.
I have 5. Yeah, okay. Rylene, you are awfully fickle to have switched. Whatever.
Hold on,
Like the
Rob.
evil
I forgot
looks
to
he's
tell you
giving
the
me.
rest of the spells.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask if later. So I've got Burning Hands, then Magic Missile.
Yes. And
Phantasmal Force.
Phantasmal Force. And there's also Detect Magic. And Taunt.
Taunt. I don't even know what that spell is.
So what was in that book?
They're recipes.
Oh, really? Recipes for what?
I
What
do
for?
love food.
I'll have to make you some orc chili.
Hmm.
Made with real orc.
And human.
Okay.
The recipe here for Girl Scout cookies with real Girl Scouts.
We'll table the bluff check for later, I think.
Does that mean there's a bag of slugs, Neil?
If that is a requirement, then yes, there is a bag of slugs.
Yes. Chet, you have a bag of slugs.
Oh yeah, sorry, man. I was remembering things. I killed that guy. He totally had some bags on him. I just thought it was kind of weird. You want to just got like shit in here and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a cookbook. These are 11 herbs and spices for orc cooking.
I'm gonna be a spellcaster in like a few hundred experience. How likely it is that I realize this is bullshit?
I mean, you play your character how you want to play your character.
Is a bag of slugs unbelievable as orc spices?
No, it's
No.
that shit though. That shit.
it's an orc, man. Things fucking filthy. They do very filthy things. Orcs.
You saw something down there?
No, man. No. I saw Slade jump through a wall of fire and
It was
kill the
fucking
shit out of
epic.
an orc. It was really cool.
You know, I feel like we haven't really gotten an economic return.
See, this is why.
Nowhere near enough to afford a wagon.
Yes.
So-
No, actually, I can just buy us a wagon. I kind of want to
Shush you.
out though.
The silver key has to be worth something.
The silver key must be to something.
There's more room
guys,
down there, by
guys,
the
we
way.
have-
Yeah, there was still more area to discover down there.
We haven't even found a lock that a key goes to. Clearly, we're not done yet.
Yeah, like there's still a lot more to discover down there. We just, it's
know
kind
what?
of
Rylene, at this moment in time, you notice smoke rising, not from the tree next to you, which smoke has been pouring out of for a while now, but instead from like, looks to be like a quarter mile away, kind of like through the woods a little bit.
I immediately point to that. There's another exit. Let's go, guys.
Did you start a fire?
Hey, wait, stop. This is really weird. As I'm looking at the book at the Phantasmal Force spell description, there is the weirdest picture drawn here. You guys got to see this.
No.
Oh,
okay.
Don't look at eyes, don't look at that.
Chet's not-
Abomination.
You don't need to see that picture.
Chet, take a look at this. What does this look like? To you?
Oh, Martha, forgive me for these impure thoughts.
Ah,
Ah!
why are you triggering me?
I like how Justin is just like squad looks person is okay with this. He just sees it. It's okay.
That's a picture. Yeah, that's good. It has that orcish quality to it.
Okay.
That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in a cookbook, right there. I gotta tell you.
Well, it's how you extract scene portraits.
I mean, I've seen like the kiss the cook aprons, but yeah,
All right. So what are you guys doing there?
we head
I'm
for
sorry,
the
Yeah, we're head over that other exit.
Yelled, trying out, heading towards the other
where
exit.
there's smoke. There's kobolds. Everyone says that.
Everyone
there you
turns
go.
and goes. You also notice there's smoke coming off to your left, another like 200 feet away, but it was blocked by the big tree. But it's that other side exit. You know what it is pretty easily. You keep.
There
heading
was another
toward-
exit. Are any of them large enough for my girth? Artie?
No.
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 'Tis a shame.
Not unless you want to break out some ropes and a shovel and like engage.
No, that's okay. That's
I
okay.
have to say that
Massive engineering
Pat-
project.
We need
I
to
pat his belly and I say,
We're making bacon. Therefore, there was grease. What if we grease him up?
We could. I kept him in bacon grease. You always keep your bacon grease.
Yeah. For some reason.
And if it doesn't work, we can just lick the delicious saltiness off of him afterwards.
That sounds
No
like
licking.
no.
And on that note, we're going to go to our third break, and we'll see you guys for the conclusion of today's episode of Shenanigans in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.